If you're new to trading, one of the most confusing things is knowing where price might stop, bounce, or reverse. In this video, I'll show you how to find support and resistance levels step by step in a very simple way. What is support and resistance? Let's start with the basics. Support is a price level where the market usually stops falling and starts bouncing up, like in this example. You can see here that every time price reaches this support region, it has bounced and moved up. Resistance is a price level where the market usually stops rising and starts falling, just like in this example. You can see that every time price reaches this region, it moves back down. Why support and resistance are important? Support and resistance are very important because traders use them to enter trades, to set stop losses, and to take profits, which is why price often reacts around these levels. To find support, we look for two or more low prices that ended at the same or very close price level and then draw a horizontal line joining them. Here, in this TradingView example, we can draw a support line by joining these two lows. Now, if we replay this, you will see that price actually reacts to this support. See here, price comes close to the support and then starts moving up again. How to find a resistance? To find a resistance, we look for two or more high prices that ended at the same or very close price level and draw a horizontal line joining them. Here, we can join these three highs and draw a resistance line. You can see that later, price reacts to that resistance level and falls back down. One common beginner mistake is trying to draw support and resistance as perfect lines, but that is not practical most of the time. In reality, we cannot always find two or more highs or lows ending at the exact same level. That is very rare. However, we can easily find many places where highs or lows end at very close prices. That's why we draw support and resistance zones. Price can slightly move above or below a level and still respect that area. So instead of a thin line, think in terms of a price zone where reactions happen. As an example here, we can join all these nearby highs and draw a resistance zone. Now, instead of using the horizontal line tool, we use the rectangle tool. Here is another example. We can draw a support zone here by combining these lows. You can see that this support zone actually worked later. Price came close to the support zone and moved up. In price charts, it is very common for support to turn into resistance and resistance to turn into support. When price breaks a strong resistance level and then comes back down, that level often acts as support. Similarly, when price breaks a strong support level and then comes back up, that level often acts as resistance. This concept is widely used in breakout and retest strategies. Here is a nice example from the Bitcoin daily chart. From March to October 2024, this level acted as a resistance. You can see that price reached this level, got rejected, and fell down 6 times. But by November, price broke above this resistance. Later, this same level started acting as a support. If price goes below this level again in the future, then this level will act as a resistance once more. Which time frame should we use to find support and resistance? That depends on your trading strategy and trading style. For example, when I'm looking for day trade setups using the 5-minute and 15-minute charts, I usually mark support and resistance levels from the 1-hour and 4-hour charts. When I'm looking for swing trade setups using the 1-hour and 4-hour charts, I consider support and resistance levels from the daily and weekly charts. So that's all for this lesson. I hope you now understand how support and resistance work. Check out my breakout and retest strategy video to learn how to practically use support and resistance in real trading. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you soon in the next lesson.